Now there's actually a quicker way of solving this problem. Rather than doing step 1 and step 2, let's take a look at how else we could have solved this problem. I just need to create a little bit of space on the screen here. And we're going to create a little bit of a divider. And let's call this the quick method. And I'm just going to backtrack a little bit on the screen. I just want us to be able to see those units that we were using. So we have 9 yards and an unknown amount of feet here. And using the quick method, so the way we would set up this quick method is to first off just plug in our unit conversion. How many feet are in 1 yard? So I know there are 3 feet to 1 yard. And then our next step, what we want to do is multiply by the units or value that's given to us in the problem. So we have 9 yards that's given to us. And let's just talk about how did I know I needed to multiply in this problem. So the trick here is you'll just have to memorize this if you're going to use the quick method. Since we have the units set up, what I want to do is just get a little bit more space here. So I can see here that I want to move from a larger set of units, yards, to a smaller set of units, feet. So let's go ahead and write down from big units to smaller units or small units. Notice I'm not calling them big numbers and small numbers. These are big units, yards, small units, feet. In fact, I'm going to write smaller here. Well, it tells us if you're moving from bigger units to smaller units, you're going to want to multiply. So let's write multiplication here. If this is confusing to you, another way of thinking about it, let's just get a little bit more space. So if I want to turn 9 yards into feet, well, let's just think about what happens to that number 9. Well, 9 yards became a much larger number when it became or when it was converted into feet. It became 27. So we're moving from a smaller number to a larger number. So if we want to make a smaller number a larger number, so from a smaller number to a larger number, well, the only way we can make this smaller number, such as 9, a larger number is to multiply. So we're going to note that we're going to multiply here. So that's the quick method. But let's figure out how we can solve this problem. Well, I have a ratio here, and I'm going to multiply it by 9 yards. Well, the cool thing is I have these units, yards in the denominator, and the units, yards off to the side here that cancel each other out, and I'm basically left with feet in the problem. Well, now I'm basically left with feet, so let's just multiply straight through. 3 times 9 gives us a value of 27. Don't forget your units, 27 feet. But what about that one below in the denominator? Well, think about it. This is telling us whatever value is on top is being divided by 1. So 27 divided by 1 is still 27. So we have 27 feet as our answer using the quick method. When you use the quick method, be really careful to make sure you understand if you're moving from a smaller number to a larger number or big units to smaller units, because that tells you to multiply. There are some problems that will tell you to divide, and we'll look at that in later videos.